Hey, what's going on, guys? I want to tie up for you one of my favorite midge larva patterns. This is the Texas midge, and this is tied very similar to the John Tavener Big Mac, with the only difference being that the segments or the ribbing is going to be a little bit more obvious on this one. But with that being said, we're using pretty much the same hook. I've already got a TMC 200R loaded up into the vise. This is a size 22. I'm going to go ahead and get in there with a little bit of gray thread. This is just uni thread. You can use Semperfli, you can use some nano silk, whatever you want. This is just what I'm comfortable with. I'm going to start this right behind the hook eye. I'm just going to make a few wraps, and then I'm going to trim that off. So the magic of this fly and kind of the secret ingredient is going to be a little bit of this vinyl. So this is in the midge size, so it's pretty small. It's a little bit stretchy. You can also use D-rib. I wouldn't recommend using micro tubing or midge tubing for this one, just because you're not going to get the segments quite right. The thing with D-rib is one part of it is flat and the other is raised, so that's really going to give this the characteristic look, but I'm sure you could use micro tubing and they would eat it anyways. So I'm just going to start this back right behind the eye, and then we're going to go a little ways past the barb, and you don't have to worry about getting this part perfect. I'll wrap back up, and I'm just going to trim off that excess. So the other part of this is to add in wire. You can tie the Texas midge in a variety of colors: red, brown, olive, and all of them will pretty much use this black wire. This is extra small from UTC. I'm just going to go ahead and tear a little piece off of there. I'm going to try my best to tie this in at the bottom. The wire is going to bleed through the thread just a little bit, but it's not going to matter. The fish will still eat it. So we'll get that tied in. I'm going to wrap that just until I get to where the vinyl ends, and then I'm going to advance my thread back forward. So what I'm going to do, I'll try a wrap going this way, and you can already see that raised part is facing down. So sometimes what I do is I wrap behind where the wire is, come back over the top, and I think we got it. It's a little hard to see on camera. Yeah, we got it. So the raised part is sticking up, and I'm just going to advance this forward. I'm going to put just the smallest space between each wrap, and as I wrap, I'm going to just kind of check it, make sure it's going on there straight. There's no specific number, just kind of make sure all those segments are somewhat even. I'll get that all the way to the head, and we're just going to tie that off and trim. So now we have our wire, and this seems like the easy part, but it's really easy to mess up. Just make sure you're wrapping this the correct way. If you're not wrapping it the correct direction, you'll look at it from the other side and you'll realize that you didn't really wrap between the segments. So just check your work, look on the other side, make sure you're going right in between the vinyl. That'll give you a nice rib. Got some hairs poking out there, but that'll be okay. That's pretty much what we have right now, and the last step is to add just a little pinch of black dubbing, and I'm just gonna get that onto there nice and thin. Less is more when it comes to dubbing. I'm gonna spread this out just a little bit more. I'm going to tie this in a crisscross pattern. And we will go ahead and whip finish. I think I'll throw another one in there for good measure. That's it. That is the Texas midge. And it's very rare that I'll pump a fish's stomach and I won't see at least a half dozen midges that are significantly bigger than the others. You can tie it in brown, olive, red, or in this gray color, but this gray color seems to be the one that really gets the job done for me. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Tie some up. It's a super simple pattern. Fish it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.